So the first step to the homemade Italian rainbow cookie donut is to blend together the egg whites with the sugar to form stiff peaks. And the next step is we're combining the almond paste and the rest of the granulated sugar.
It smells good.
It does, it smells good. All right, so now that we have our batter all ready, we have our yellow, we have our green, and our red. So we're gonna take the donut pan and we're gonna spray it with non-stick spray. Get all those good so our donuts don't stick to the pan.
Mommy,
Yeah.
I want to be in it.
Say
Hi.
hi. And we have our oven preheating, and we're going to start with one color at a time. So we're gonna bake all of one color, all of the next color, all of the next color. Okay, so the easiest way to get the donuts, the mix into the donut pan, is to create a piping bag, or if you have a piping bag, you cut off the tip, and then switch hands here, I'm ready, and pipe the donut mix into the donut pan. That is the way to get it in, the most neat way to get it in. You don't want to fill it too high because it will spread and rise. Let's do another one.
Mommy, I want to help.
Sure.
It smells yummy.
It does smell yummy, right?
I really want something.
Fill that in.
I want... Hey, baby. Mommy, you said I could be in
Okay,
it.
and we're gonna fill the whole pan. Okay, so we piped in 7 of the plain colored donuts. That's how much the batter made, which is fine. I kind of stopped. There was a little extra, but I figured the green and the red aren't gonna have as much. So we want them to have equal amounts of the donuts. So now I made a separate piping bag for the green, and I'm gonna pipe in all the green. And I probably won't have room for the red, so I'll have to bake these, and when they come out, then I'll pipe in all the red and bake those. So definitely a few steps. It's kind of difficult to do with one hand. Okay, so I'm gonna fill the rest of this pan with the green and pop them in the oven. All right, the baby's getting cranky, so I'm gonna do this quick. I actually didn't have that much green, which is fine. So I have enough room to fit red. So it looks like I have 5 green, so I have enough to do 5 red. So it looks like we're gonna get 5 full donuts. And then whatever we do with the leftovers here, we can eat. So I'm gonna finish piping these 5 in and put them in the oven, and I'll get back to you guys when they come out of the oven, okay? So the donuts are looking good. Because there's no recipe out there for these, I didn't know how long to cook them for. So I went by like a basic baked donut recipe, which says to bake for about 11 to 12 minutes. I just checked them at 8 minutes, and they're starting to brown a little bit around the edges, but they're still a little doughy in the middle. So I'm gonna give them 2 more minutes, which would be 10 minutes total. And then I think I'm gonna take them out and see how they are. Okay, the donuts definitely look done. They look delicious. There's a little brown crust around the edges, and they're nice and doughy in the middle, but not too doughy like they're not cooked. We're gonna let these cool completely, then remove them. Then I'm going to refrigerate them for about an hour before I start slicing them in half. So stay tuned for step 2, where we build the rainbow cookie donut and in between. And then they're gonna get glazed in chocolate. So because I actually have a small donut pan and they're on the thinner side, I decided I'm not gonna slice my donuts in half. They're just gonna be stacked at the size they are because they're adorable. And they're actually cool, so I'm gonna get ready to start stacking them, putting the next step is building our layers. So the bottom layer is green, so I just put our red raspberry jam. Then the second layer is going to be the white, so then I'm going to add another layer of the red raspberry jam on top of the white, like so. It's a little bit difficult because these donuts have like a big hole in the center. Some donuts, the hole usually isn't as big for the wider donuts, so it's kind of difficult to keep it from falling through the middle. But once the chocolate goes on and it sets, it should hold really well. See, it's dripping down in the middle. And then we're gonna top it with a layer of red, and then we're gonna coat it in chocolate. Okay, our last and final step is going to be chocolate and sprinkles. We are going to completely coat these donuts in chocolate and top them with sprinkles. This is going to be messy, but it is going to be amazing. So we're gonna chocolate these babies completely through the whole side. I have to like roll them or something. Let it drip, drip, drip down. Cover them up. And then we're going to top them with chocolate sprinkles. How amazing does that look? Woohoo! Rainbow cookie donut. When you bite the inside, you're going to get that. Here's another one. The final step is sprinkles. Can't have enough sprinkles. How amazing does that look? Woohoo! Rainbow donut. Here's the final product when the chocolate is dry. Here's one cut in half. They came out so cute and they're so yummy. So yummy.